Hi guys, and I am at the NEC Classic Motor Show, the Lancaster Insurance Motor Show, whatever you want to call it, but you know the one, the big one that happens every November here at the NEC in Birmingham. I try to get out to this every year. I am again here. I wasn't sure if I was going to come to this one, but I guess the lure of all these amazing classics pulled me in. Behind me, as you can see, Pop Bang Color, our friends at Pop Bang Color, Ian doing his stuff that he always does at these shows, incredible artwork. If you ever get a chance to get something custom made, he'll do it then and there for you. It's absolutely brilliant. First thing that caught my eye as we came into the show today is this thing. This is a Datsun 240Z. As you can see, let me show you the side of this thing. Let me flip you around and talk you what this actually is. So as you can see, this is by Dynamic Classic, and this is a beautifully appointed 240Z. See the Z logo there, look at the interior, absolutely stunning. It's actually got a Tremec gearbox in there, 6-speed I think. It's got the steering box out of an MX-5, and the rear is from a Mustang. Why have they done that? Well, let me show you. This is why they've done that. That is a 5.7 litre Hemi. That's a Hemi engine that they have somehow shoehorned into this 240Z. They had to do a lot of cutting and refabricating and moving stuff around to make space for it, but that's what they've done. What an extraordinary thing. A one of one, it's a 260, sorry, if I've said 240, it's a 260, one of one, Datsun 260 Rescue mod, 500 hours it took, it's got 400 horsepower, but it's absolutely stunning. Just look at this, how have they managed to squeeze a V8 Hemi, 5.7 litre, it's a crate motor actually, so it's not out of another car, it's actually a crate motor that's been brought in just for this purpose, but this is actually absolutely gorgeous. It'll be an absolute monster to drive. No Datsun was ever meant to have that amount of cubic capacity in it, but there you go. What a thing. So you know those games that you see coming up on your social media feeds? I get loads of them, all kinds of cars. You can buy the tickets for like 3 pence, 5 pence. I'm like, scam, scam, scam. They're not a scam, are they? They're
definitely not a scam. I won this 6 weeks ago on LLF Games. The company are amazing, Ricky and the guys. I put £20 on. I won a 1968 Dodge Charger nut and bolt rebuild, and dreams can come true. So this is what I've done. I always wanted a Dodge Charger, and today this is proof that you can win cars. They're an amazing company, LLF Games, all I can say.
So when they say it could be you?
It definitely can be you. Yeah, so dreams do come true.
So how many competitions did you enter before you won?
I think I bought about 5 lots of tickets for American muscle cars, because they have some nice cars on there. But like you say, LLF Games, it shows you on the back, on the back window, you can win. So there's the car, proof in the pudding.
And you had the choice between taking the car or taking cash, and obviously...
I took the car, but a nice nearly £50,000 cash alternative. But no, I took the car because it was my dream car.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. What is it like to drive a car, A, that's as magnificent as this, and B, that you've won?
Do you know, I had a smile. I drove it all the way from London back to the Lake District, and I think the amount of attention I got on the M6 by truck drivers and everybody pulling me in the services, it was phenomenal. And it still makes me smile when I start it up today.
Does it fit in the Lake District?
They're narrow roads, but yeah, it does.
Man, you have restored our faith. Congratulations, well done, and thank you.
Thanking you very much, BrownCarGuy. Thank you.
It is the 50th anniversary of the Jaguar XJS. I've always liked the XJS. A much underrated car, I think. I don't like this one because it's like a Targa convertible type thing, but I like the flying buttresses, which weren't liked at the time when the car came out. Everybody used to criticize it, or some reviewers certainly used to criticize it. Of course, it didn't really help the visibility, but do you really care about things like visibility when you're driving a car with a bonnet as long as a football pitch? I mean, but look at the flying buttresses. Aren't they gorgeous? This is how you do it. Check it out. That's a beautiful car. But yeah, much underrated car, coming of age. Its time is now. The convertible doesn't look so bad. This is essentially the spiritual successor to the Jaguar E-Type. That's what that was. Look at that black one. Black with the red interior. God, that is so boss. That is so 80s. And then this is a slightly more modern one here we've got with the spoiler. XJS V12, this one. Absolutely stunning. What a thing. And look at the little leopard. Is it a leopard? On there. What an incredible thing. So, 50th anniversary of the Jaguar XJS. So this is the Lancaster Pride of Ownership stand. And that is a Saab 1973 V4. A V4 engine made in Trollhättan by trolls. A V4 engine. So I'm guessing a V yeah, it is actually, as you can see. It is indeed a V configuration for a 4-cylinder engine. 2 cylinders each side. How extraordinary. This is a van, Mini Metro. How many people know the Mini Metro? I passed my driving test on a Mini Metro. BSM, British School of Motoring. Had Mini Metros at the time. So know the car well. Driven it loads. That's a van. There's of course 1966 Ford Mustang. These cars are beautifully presented. Absolutely stunning, gorgeous. The paintwork on this, honestly, it's just luscious. Absolutely gorgeous. A mini pickup. Mini pickup. What's that? Roger Rabbit, isn't it? Is that Roger Rabbit? The 1971 Mini 1000 pickup. And that one. These are some beautifully presented cars. Look at this. The attention to detail. The finishing on the interior. Wow. (1959) Sunbeam Rapier Series 2. That's what that is. That's really cool, but check this out. And check this out. Look at that. Lemonade pipe Jack Daniels lighter. Look at the picnic hamper with drinks in the back. This sticker is a case on the back on the boot with a custom. Oh, were they available at the time? Suitcase rack. It's lowered. It's slammed. It's chromed to hell. Definitely a Jack Daniels theme going on here. Oh wow. You can set up a casino in this thing. This is Las Vegas, baby. This is Vegas, baby. Look at that lift up screen. But what is that? Can anybody tell me what this little protector here is for? Is that just to protect the badge? We've got grills to protect the headlights. What a thing this is. Wowzers. This is Andy Green's 1970 Volkswagen Beetle. This was air conditioning system, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, car cooler. There you go. A Firestone car cooler. This was a kind of air conditioning system at the time. Attached onto the side of the car. I'll tell you what, this is a definite winner. Just look at the detail. Look at the beautiful hinges just to lift up the screen on this thing. The glasses, the 60s sunglasses. The present cue ball on the aerial. The presentation on this is just amazing. Another hamper there, magazines, Playboy from that time. On the interior. Oh, absolutely stupendous, beautifully turned out. There is a lot of, we do not condone or encourage drinking or driving, but there is a lot of beverage themeness to this thing. Wow, what a thing. Absolutely stunning. Continuing our walk around of the pride of ownership. 1990 205 1.9 GTI Dima Turbo Technics. Body kit and everything. Very cool car. That is, well, that's just a Fiesta. That is literally just a Fiesta. A really nice one. This is a 1983 Ford Fiesta 1.1L Volkswagen Transporter. Nice interior. (1997) VW T4 Transporter. Oh my goodness! Look at this. This is a legend in its own lifetime, honestly. And this is so rare. This is the Daihatsu GTti. At the time, I think it was the highest power to CC ratio of its day. 1991, this one. Was it, I think, 100 brake horsepower or 1000 cc, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the comments. Twin cam 12 valve turbo. What a beautiful interior. Absolutely stunning. Steering wheel obviously has been changed, but otherwise that's immaculate. Look at the dashboard. No cracks, no scratches. Upholstery is fantastic. I had that distinctive look at the back here. GTti, Charade. I have driven a Charade. I have not driven a GTti, but I have driven Charades, these Charades, this generation Charade. I have driven, and even the regular car was a huge amount of fun. A few little mods there, a little extra dials in there. What a thing. Absolutely fantastic. This is the thing, coming to a show like this, a car that was so important back in the day, which you don't even see anymore, and then here it is, just sitting there. And we continue our walk around of, actually what I want to do is, let's go into the middle of this, because there's some interesting stuff right in the middle of this display as well. Look at this. So these, oh my god, look at the engine. I don't know if you saw that. Look at the pinstriping. And then the engine. So we are talking 1974 Roots Comer PB Deluxe pickup. Wowzers. What a thing that is. I just want to see what's over here. There's a beautiful SM there. Let's have a quick look at that SM. And then I want to see what that blue thing is on the other side. This is lovely with the skis on the back of it. Injection électronique. Oh, canvas roof. There you go. Look at the magazine. How very period. This is not the most pristine one, sorry, but I think this is because this is something that gets used. You can see this is a car that gets used, and that's kind of good. 1972 SM. So let's just quickly jump over here, back across this car, but I wanted to see what this is. This rear engine, what does that say? Gordini? Gordini, I don't know this car. French must be, based on that stuff. Air France, it says Air France bag in the back. Mike Riley's 19, oh it's a Renault. Oh, it's a Renault 8 Gordini. Okay, yes, I have seen this before actually. Yes, Renault, there you go. Couldn't recall it, but yes, I have seen these before. That's a particularly nice one. And whilst we're rolling, let's keep rolling, because I am drawn, and you'll see why I'm drawn. Isn't this the third time I'm seeing this car? It was at the Hampton Court, then it was at Pall Mall, and now it's here at the NEC. It gets around, doesn't it? 1980. So I was always kind of put off by the idea that, well, you know, maybe you can afford to buy one. You know, when they were like 20, 30 grand, you could buy one 15 even, you know, in some cases. But then the running cost, because everybody always says, right, Lotus, lots of trouble, usually serious. But I have heard this from other people as well, that they're not so bad if you use them. So I asked him, I said, the one that you use quite regularly, what's the running cost? He said, about £1,500 a year. £1,500. I said, as anything major? He said it's only ever broken down once in 35. He's owned it, you know, for 35 years, and he said it's only ever broken down once. Annual cost about £1,500. Makes you think, right? So Meguiar stand. I hope I pronounced that correctly. They always have some beautiful, beautiful cars. 1994 Jaguar 6-liter XJS. 1970 365 GTB4 Daytona plexiglass. Plexiglass refers to the cover of the headlights on there. But they usually have the best presented, most gorgeous looking cars, because obviously it is Meguiar, obviously it's all about detailing and presentation. Even the Fiesta looks great. I'm not being harsh on Fiestas. 1987 XR2, that is a legend in its own lifetime, let's be honest, let's be fair now. The crowds here at the show, look at that, it's actually really pretty, really pretty. Mini there, 1964 Mini, that Cooper S. Now, I was going to say the crowds here, 1950 Jaguar Mark V. The crowds this year are literally, I have actually been fighting to get through some of the halls, which is really quite, I don't think I've actually had to do that in the past. This is Zodiac, Zephyr. Look at the interior of this, it's absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can make that out. Let me just come to the side so that you can see. Just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Look at the engine bay. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit quieter here on the Meguiar stand, but honestly, just trying to get here, it's a 1978 TR7. What do you think of the TR7? I've always liked them as a kid. I think, didn't Purdy have one in the New Avengers? Maybe that's why I like it. Well, I'm not saying I had a crush on Purdy, but I had a crush on Purdy. But anyway, so, nice color as well. Look at that green. Ford, Morris, I'm not so sure about this one, but you know what? Why not? Why not? Peugeot, that one's being worked on. That's a dirty car, because it's being worked on. But yeah, massive crowds just coming in between the halls, and we were just passing by I was going to go into the auction hall where the auction cars are, but it was absolutely rammed. Like even just walking past there was proving impossible. It was absolutely crazy. I'm not sure why that is, but absolutely bonkers. Look at this, 1950 Tempo Matador, best of show classics at the clubhouse with a Porsche dealer badge. Look at this thing. This looks amazing. It reminds me of those GM things. You remember in the World Fair, the big GM things that has that sort of vertical aspect about it? What an extraordinarily unique and lovely design actually on that. Quite different. It's got a face on it, hasn't it? Definitely got a face. It's an eager face. A little bit surprised maybe. Pickled Perfection, 1968, good vintage 68. 1968 Volkswagen Beetle. Oh wow, look at the interior. This one is not built for comfort, I can tell you that much. You might need a cushion. Bring your own cushion. What a thing. Lovely, 2002 Ford Focus RS Mark 1. And over here we've got an E36 Evo. It's an M3 Evo, 1997. Evo, this one. Wow, Mercedes-Benz Club. And I think I've seen this car at the London Concourse, if I'm not mistaken. This is a Red Pig tribute car. Painstakingly and detailed rebuilt. Pretty sure I talked to the owner there at London Concourse. I've got a model of this. Or the Red Pig rather. Definitely spoke to the owner of this one. got a very famous history. American artist, I think. Mike Pickles from Yorkshire. Yes, Hiro Yamagata, that's the one, yes. We saw this at the London Concourse and interviewed the owner there. Extraordinary car, extraordinary story. Looks mean on the black wheels, huh? Oh, proper racer spec, look at that. A racing pagoda. Automatic? Are you serious? It is. Full race spec car, full rally car, look at that. It's got all the rallying kit on it. The rallying SL, it's got the timers, navigation, safety kit, roll bars, and all automatic. Who'd have thought? Look at that. I would say that's been scrubbed. Countach at the Lamborghini Owners Club.
That's the one as well.
Another Countach. 1988 Quattrobolli. Now, the Countach is the first supercar that I ever reviewed. So it's a very special car to me as well. But of course for my generation this was the supercar. When you said supercar, this is what we thought of. This is the poster that we all had on the wall. This is a periscope. By that I mean you can see 1978, no rear wing, no side spoilers, it's about as pure as you can get. 78 LP400. And by periscope I mean, if you see the top bit there, you see that gap. That's where you can see back from the mirror. The mirror reflects from there. You alright? Countach is stunning. The BMW car club. Let's see what they've got there. I see the clubs are now taking up quite a bit of space to have seating and stuff for their cars. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is an Alpina. It's an Alpina B35, B3S Coupe. B3S Coupe, obviously based on the E46 3 Series Coupe. How stunning is that? The E90, I think. E92, yep. Another Alpina. Really, it's all about, hang on, is this the BMW club or the Alpina club? Because it feels like the Alpina club at the moment. Look at these. The Tomaso, we'll come back and look at those in a second. Let's finish up with these. We've got B3 GT Touring. They seem to have a lot of Alpinas today. In fact, they're all Alpinas. This is also an Alpina, an E36 one. And then there's an E30. Look at that, the 2.7.
This way.
Alpina C2 2.7. Based on the E30, obviously starting off as a 325. Look at the pinstriping, beautiful. This one is a convertible. It's an automatic. And an E21. Why has it got TWR badge in the window? BMW TWR 335, one of two 3.5 examples built by Tom Wilkinson Racing. Wow, this is unique. In 1978-1982, Tom Wilkinson and his firm acted as a main distributor for Alpina. So he modified the car. It's got a 3.5 litre BMW engine, Alpina gearbox, Alpina differential cover, Alpina long range fuel tank, Bilstein suspension, operated brakes, Alpina gear knob, Alpina steering wheel, etc, etc, etc. Actually here you can see the original build sheet. What a thing. Oh. These of course now are very much historic status cars, 1982 model, so these are basically classics. Tomaso Panteras. I remember as a kid seeing one of these when I was growing up in Jeddah, riding with my dad in our old Honda Accord, and seeing one of these and trying to urge my dad, who was not a car enthusiast, not a keen driver, to get him to try and keep up with the Tomaso so that I could look at it. It was out on the road in front of us. We won't talk about this one. But look at this. Wow, this. That's a lot of room in there. That's a lot of engine. For sale. This one is for sale. And Tomaso Panteras, a GT5S 1989. Fitted with a Roush Windsor 402 engine, built at Roush, wow, by a Pantera engine expert, 550 horsepower. It's got AC. What a thing that is. Somebody buy that car, that's beautiful. Look at it, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Pantera, honestly, much underrated car. Beautiful Italian design, tough, reliable American power. Not this one. I'm talking about the Pantera. Oh, what a beautiful thing. Hi guys, if you're enjoying this video, finding it useful, then don't forget to hit that like button and share and comment if you can as well, and support independent journalism channels like mine. You can do that at patreon.com, at coffee.com, or right here on YouTube you can take out a voluntary subscription. Or you know what? You can buy my books. I've got 3 out at the moment. One is a fantastic thriller. It's a novel. It's called The Ulysses Files. Go check it out, about the war on cars. And I've got a collection of short stories. That's called Quantum Races, and that's out at the moment. And then this year I put out How to Be an Automotive Content Creator. It's about how to do what I do, and that's all of these are now available on Amazon. If you buy any of those books, I will be very, very grateful. If you buy all 3, I'll put you into a draw to win a unique and exclusive set keyring and BrownCarGuy badge. There are only 17 of these left. There were only 20, 3 have gone out. There's just 17 left now, so hurry up with that. Anyway, now back to the video. Brown is profound. That Mustang matches my jacket. Maybe it's got my name on it, but this thing is gorgeous. Black fastback. Now both of these cars, actually, this one and the brown notchback that you can see just behind, both have up here with a friend of mine, Peter Cavallo of Classic American Sales. Brilliant guy. I've had him on my channel a couple of times. He's absolutely brilliant. He's such an amazing character, and he knows his Mustangs inside out. If you're going to buy a classic Mustang, he is the guy that I recommend every single time. But who doesn't love a Mustang? Look at this Boss 302. What a beast that is. It's always fun to come out and hang out with the guys from the Mustang Club, because not only are the cars super awesome, and they obviously are, but like this thing here, just check. It's a grabber blue, I think, this color, isn't it? And it's just that also they're just a big, great bunch of guys, and we always have a great laugh. Anyway, till next year. So I do love American cars. I'm a real sucker for them. There's a Corvette C8. I know people have mixed opinions, but I grew up with these things. Oh, look at that, C1 Corvette. So we've got C1 to C8. Oh, actually there's C8 right next to it. Well, I grew up in the Middle East. Part of my life was there, and so I love them. But look at this. A Buick Park Avenue Grand National, absolutely resplendent and gorgeous in black. This car is absolutely stunning, and clearly it's got all the paperwork and the documentation with it, because this car is just absolutely stunning. Wow, look at the interior of this. That is immaculate. That is absolutely pristine. So these are very, very special. Not V8s, 6 cylinders. This one is for sale. There's a number if you want to screen grab that quickly. £45,000. And looking at how well presented it is, I think that's not a bad price for this car. Chrome wheels, literally mirror-like bodywork on it. Absolutely stunning. Grand National. Check it out. What a thing that is. Look at the interior. Look at the dashboard. Wow. I remember these dashboards. That is a stunning, stunning piece of kit. And what else do we have here? Oh, is this a Cuda? It's a Pontiac GTO. Wow. This is a Pontiac GTO. Yes, it is. Look at this. Look at this. Wowzers. Very distinctive stacked headlights there. Absolutely stunning. The nostrils on it. What a presence this thing has. Look at that. And what is that? That's a Chrysler. What an angle I have right here at the back. Check it out. Isn't that stunning? Is this a Falcon? A 442? Wow, man, I don't even know where to look anymore. Challenger. Oh, Challenger. Vanishing Point Challenger. That needs a bit of work, but what a thing that is. So if you're not familiar with the movie Vanishing Point, where have you been? Because it's such an iconic movie, such an amazing movie, and honestly there's so many themes that are explored in that movie. As Kowalski, the driver, with no reason, no aim, no nothing, he just decides that he's going to drive across the country as fast as he can and nobody's going to catch him, just being a free spirit. But there's so many issues that are talked about in a subtle way in that movie, issues which face us right now, especially when it comes to, you know, automotive freedom. So quite extraordinary. That's 1970 Oldsmobile, and this is a 1970 Mach 1. How gorgeous is that? 351. But absolutely stunning cars. Sprint car. This is a Ford Falcon, so I was right. It was a 63 Ford Falcon. And car of the year. Wow. But I'm not surprised, because just look at it. I mean, you could dive into that paintwork. That is extraordinary. It's a 61 Chrysler Newport convertible. And it's just beautifully finished. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
But talking of impressive and scene stealing, what the heck? What are we talking about here? Kinky Voodoo. This is based on a 1996 FX4 Taxi. It's got the 2.7 litre Nissan diesel, built by Paul Bacon, and one of fiberglass bodies. This is the London Taxi, believe it or not. It says Porsche on the engine block, but surely it's still got the yeah, it's still got the standard diesel. I did read that correctly. Look at that. Look at the finish on this. That's weird. This is like some retro futuristic sort of Barbarella, I would say Barbarella style. That's what I would go for. A Barbarella style car, especially like now that I look at the helmet, that's definitely a Barbarella style car, isn't it? That is utterly bonkers. It's got one fin wasn't enough. One fin wasn't enough, it got split fins. And a bike on, and a motorbike as well. That is extraordinary. Absolutely crazy. The lights at the bottom, look at that, it's so retro future. That could be Thunderbirds, it could be Flash Gordon. It's got a window back here. Absolutely bonkers. That is crazy. Oh, no steering wheel. It has a tiller instead and a TV. That is crazy. That's the giveaway. There's a taxi. Is that center console that goes up the middle there. That is crazy. Utterly bonkers. And the cops are here as well. Be advised, NYPD. The cops are here. This is always such a hit. Incredible. Not a car that has got donuts. You always have to have donuts. Got the computer. Got the rear, which is just plastic seats, so easy to wipe down. Radio's going in there. Shout out time, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, if you enjoy my content, why not get involved? Buy me a coffee. You can do that at either of these links. Or if you're watching on YouTube, buy me a thanks or take out a membership. It all helps. It really does.